Good evening, Raider baseball fans, and welcome to Friday Night Baseball. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Francis alongside Jonathan Kaspar as we're just about to get underway at Raider Field, where your Rouse Raiders are hosting the Round Rock Dragons in Game 4 of the Leander ISD tournament, Jonathan.
Yes, sir. And game 4, games 1, 2, and 3. Just want to run a quick rundown on how those went. Game 1 did kick off yesterday. Early matchup around 3 o'clock, I believe. They did fall to Hendrickson's varsity 0-2, but righted the ship immediately, going after C.C. Ray, a powerhouse out of Corpus Christi, and winning 11-3 behind some unbelievable offense. They followed that up earlier today with a win against C.C. Carroll, 8-0, and winning going 2-1 so far throughout the tournament.
Defensively for the Raiders, on the mound, number 33, Carter May. Behind the plate, number 21, Carson Pruitt. At first base, number 9, Mason Gonzalez. At second base, number 12, Christian Caro. At third base, number 1, Scott Knight. At short, number 7, Jacob Solis. In left field, number 14, Joe Burry. In center field, number 6, Connor Thompson. And in right field, number 27, Adolfo Erives. Designated hitter for the Raiders, number 11, Andrew Sanchez. Due up for the Dragons in the first, Cade Goddard, Jack Oppel, and Chris Also Brooks. It's baseball time in Texas as we're ready to get underway.
Yes, sir. And real quick, just to run down Thursday night's game, our first broadcast of the year, we do have now, folks, a new video feed that we started to play around with, and we're going to do some more of that this evening. So anybody's feedback is greatly appreciated. See how things look as Carter May gets us underway here for Game 4.
Goddard will take outside for ball 1. District play will be getting underway next week. Tuesday night, as the Raiders will host the Glen Grizzlies. Swing and a miss for a strike, man.
And don't forget, folks, Sunday, daylight savings time.
That changed. Change your clock Saturday, hour ahead. The 1-1 from May, a breaking ball gets the outside part of the plate for strike 2.
Beautiful, beautiful pitch right there. So Coach did say he wanted to see a little bit more of the overall. He was going to be good with batter's box only when nobody was in running position, in scoring position.
Curveball sails high for ball 2, and that will even the count.
So again, we're going to play around with this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and jump back into our picture-in-picture, drop that back down so we have the behind the plate view.
The 2-2 pitch gets the outside corner, catches Goddard looking for strikeout number 1 and out number 1.
Great job of painting the corners there from Carter May. Does seem to have both the fastball and curveball working pretty well here throughout that first at bat.
The Raiders defeated the Carroll Tigers earlier today, 8-0. Round Rock also took care of business, sending the Tigers home 11-3. That pitch fouled off for strike 1. Nobody on with 1 out here in the top of the first.
And immediately going right after Oppel is Carter May.
May will step off and reset. Chris Alsobrook on deck.
The younger brother to Walker also Brooks.
That pitch misses low for ball 1.
Walker playing up in Dallas. Was a 2023 graduate. Played quite a few years with Caden.
Swing and a miss for strike 2, and that will take the count 1-2. A beautiful day here in Leander. Wind blowing out of the south, right to left. Not quite as blustery as it was yesterday, but still,
howling, that's for sure.
It's a good breeze. Pitch high and outside for ball 2.
The Opple here from the left side. A little fidgety in that bat.
Breaking ball catches him looking.
And again, painting the outer half, this time against a lefty. And as most really good hitters are good teammates, immediately Opple goes over and lets also Brooks know what to look for here at his at-bat. Always like seeing that from these young players, having a really good understanding of the game and how to communicate that to their teammates.
Breaking ball cut on and missed for strike 1. Curveball working well for May here in the first.
Yes, sir, and really looks effortlessly. I don't see him really working hard to get that movement.
Trajan Godby on deck.
Okay, yeah, that looked like a strike to me.
That was a fastball.
And it was a little delay.
Had a little bit of cut on it.
It did, yes, sir. A little two-seamer.
Nothing in 2. This one is a towering fly ball that is going to go foul and out of play.
Easily would have been a home run had that been about 30 feet to the right. But, and again,
he gave that one a rock.
Chris is a tank, man. Let me tell you, I've watched this kid grow up from a super young age on the ball field, always out there, loved to play a little football, but just following in the big brother's footsteps. And kid's a tank, man. I'm telling you, he don't make that mistake again, or he will make you pay.
The 0-2 pitch. Slider catches him swinging, and a throw down to complete the strikeout. That'll go K2-3. And the Dragons go in order in the first. Due up for the Raiders in the first, Burry, Caro, and Solis. Defensively for the Dragons, on the mound, number 4, Brandon Smith. Behind the plate, number 22, Chris Also Brooks. At first base, number 21, Trajan Godby. At second base, number 8, Jack Opple. At third base, number 18, Jake Steritz. At short, number 1, Hudson DePriest. In left field,
Jace Kivett.
Well, I was looking for his number.
Did I put it on there?
Nope, you did not put it on there.
What a slacker.
Okay, well.
That would be number 9, Jace.
Number 9, Jace Kivett. In center field, number 5, Cade Goddard. And in right field, number 6, Aiden Ihorn.
Finkel? Nothing. Oh, sorry, that was Einhorn.
Einhorn?
Finkel?
Einhorn? Maybe.
Einhorn Finkel? Finkel Einhorn? You're not getting the...
I'm not.
That's...
What's that from?
Ace Ventura.
Detective. To be honest with you, never seen it.
You're not missing much, but it's pretty funny.
My kids saw it. They liked it.
Sorry, folks.
I tried to think of the one, was it with Mike Myers? That he
Wayne's
had that.
World?
No, it was the other one where it says, "Am I not turtly enough for your turtle club?"
Ooh, I don't know that.
I'm
quote.
trying to remember that reference. I mean that the movie that came from.
Yeah, I can't help but think you say Mike Myers, and I'm immediately thinking Wayne's World. Party on, Garth.
Yeah, Party on, Garth.
Party on, Wayne.
Maybe it wasn't Mike Myers. Maybe it was one of the other SNL guys. I'm trying to think of. He's the one that played. He's the one that played. I think the church lady.
Oh, that was Garth.
What's
in
that,
Wayne's
Garth?
World, which is yes. But yes, that is one of the characters of SNL, yes.
Brandon Smith toes in on the rubber. He picks up the sign from Also Brooks as Joe Burry stands in for his first at bat. He will take low for ball one. That was a pretty good looking pitch from Smith. Smith pitching from the stretch. The 1-0. That's high and outside for ball two.
Once again, the Bats have been riding a hot streak here the last 3 games for the Raiders, and we'll see if they can pick up where they've left off and really just get this season started out on the proper note with this last tournament before we start district play.
Breaking ball drops in for strike one as Burry showed bunt.
Oh,
and that'll hit Burry in the back, and
he almost
they
didn't
will
get the
advance
bat out
on
of the way.
hit by pitch.
Yeah. He wore it well and had 90s all the way down the line. He would do little Shoddy and Kaspar proud with that hustle down the line there after getting hit by pitch.
Carr will stand in from the left side. He will take down and away for ball one. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching Raider Baseball here on SHN Sports. I'm Michael Francis here alongside Jonathan Kaspar. I don't know where Brooks came from. That pitch in for a strike.
I do not know that.
Not at the Kaspar, man. That's an epic fail. I've made some mistakes today, brother.
Hey, we're, knock the rust off. Not bad view, though. If we got runner on.
1-1. This is cut on. This could be a double play. Shortstop Hudson DePriest will take it himself and step on the bag and make the throw to first, and that'll be a double play. That'll go 6U 6-3.
Yeah, Coach Crimp's never going to be happy with that. You get your leadoff on and immediately sit him down with the double play, and you want to get that. If you're going to go oppo on that as a lefty, you definitely want to try to paint the line as much as you can, give your runner as much opportunity to make it to second.
That pitch high and inside for ball one.
Joe has some very good speed as he is the leadoff.
That pitch down the middle for strike one. That is the 8th pitch of the inning so far for Smith. Jacob Solis at the plate. He will take high for ball two. The 2-1 delivery. A breaking ball. This is cut on and hit out towards right center, shallow right center. That'll be caught by Aiden Ihorn to end the inning. And the Raiders go roundabout in order in the first. After one complete, we're scoreless here in Leander. Due up for the Dragons in the second. Godby, Ihorn, and Sterritz.
All right, we're getting okay. Here we go. We're definitely turning that down. Holy cow, folks! Yeah. Another little play toy for us, folks. Let us know. We're gonna have some little extra.
Jonathan wants to have a little bit of fun
Between inning music for you here.
Might have been a little epic failure right there. Yeah. How about the other one? For your failure. No, the other one.
No.
There you go.
Everybody jump in on the chat. Everybody at home, let us know who's listening in. We'd love to give a little shout out for you. Again, this is broadcast number 2 here for the Rouse 2025 season. Getting to play our, can't really say crosstown rival, but our.
Well, it's the battle of the RRs.
Yes, exactly right.
Rouse Raiders and the Round Rock Dragons. So
the battle of the RRs.
And then when we played Cedar Ridge, it was the battle of the Raider Bowl.
The Raider Bowl, yes, sir.
Carter May back out on the plate. That pitch misses low for ball 1 to Godby.
Trajan Godby.
Pruitt gives the sign, and Godby will call time. The 1-0 pitch, fastball cut on and fouled off.
Yeah, Carter challenging Godby there with a fastball right down the middle. Didn't quite time that one up. A little late to the offering.
Godby batting 4th in the order.
He's a big boy. So he's another one that looks like when he gets a hold of it, he can send it a long ways.
The 1-1 pitch, that's outside for ball 2.
Of course, Godby here with all kinds. I don't know. Is he advertising on the back of his helmet? Does he already have NIL deals or something? Or
got a lot of stickers back
He's
there.
got a lot of stickers going on back there.
The 2-1 pitch, a slider down and away for ball 3.
Okay, Carter just taking a second to read
in a hitter's count.
First time to getting to a 3-ball. Is that correct here?
Yep, that's the first time.
See if he can bring this back to full.
It's only his 7th ball of the game. 3-1 pitch, fastball down the middle for strike 2, and we'll take the count full.
And as you said, hitter's count.
Went from a hitter's count to a 50-50 count.
Carter immediately going right after him and not even flinching on that pitch.
The payoff pitch, breaking ball, sails high and inside for ball 4, and Godby will draw the walk. Godby, the first baseman for the Dragons. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 6, Aiden Ihorn. Jake Sterrett's on deck. May goes to the stretch. Godby extends his lead at first. Ihorn shows bunt and will take the strike.
Yeah, he pulled off of that one, and before the pitch actually got there, he just, I guess, suspecting that was going to be a breaking pitch and drop out of the zone and right over the middle of the plate.
The 0-1, he shows bunt again. That pitch down and away for ball 1.
Godby getting a really good lead over there at first base. Mason Gonzalez ready for the pick.
Throw over. will not be in time.
Of course, Mason Gonzalez, one of 3 lefties that we have on the squad this year. Coach always loving to have that, especially with the option for pitching, which Mason does pitch as well, just like Big Brother.
The 1-1 fouled off for strike 2. Jake Sterrett's helping out his on-deck fielding percentage. The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 1 here in the top of the second. That is the 4th punch out for May in this contest. He's issued 1 walk and has 4 strikeouts. Jake Sterrett's at the plate. First pitch offering a fastball. This is hit out to center. Thompson underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that will do it for Sterrett's. 1 pitch, 1 out. 1 pitch in and out for out number 2. That will bring up the designated hitter. Now, this is a big young man, too.
Yes, sir.
Number 10, Isaac Rodriguez. He is hitting for the pitcher. Number 4, Brandon Smith. Godby extends his lead at first. May comes set. Fastball gets the outside corner for strike 1.
Once again, wasting no time at all. Carter May going right after these guys. Carter getting quite a bit of an opportunity last season to play on the mound, and
fastball just misses low for ball 1.
Mostly coming in relief last year. Did a really good job in quite a few opportunities.
One pitch, breaking ball.
Yes, sir.
Gets the top outside corner.
Yes, sir. Once again, curveball working extremely well. We'll see if he goes right back to it or tries to get a little high cheese here.
The 1-2, Godby takes off.
It was high, for sure. Just didn't get enough of
Picked up a stolen base.
Any of the strike zone.
On defensive indifference.
First deuces wild of the game there, Mr. Francis.
It is.
And in the top of the second. So we got 4 deuces.
Slider down and away for ball 2, or ball 3. And it's popped up and hit in foul territory. Mason Gonzalez tracks it, and it hits off the brick wall. As Gonzalez lost it in the sun.
Still full count.
May takes a long look in. Comes set. The payoff pitch. Fastball hit back up the middle. That's to Caro. Caro has it, throw to first in time, and that will retire the Dragons. That will go 4-3 on the putout of Rodriguez to end the Dragons' second. After 1.5, we're still scoreless here in Leander. Due up for the Raiders in their half of the second, Gonzalez, Sanchez, and Erives.
Carter almost getting a glove on that, and as it went through his 5-hole, able to narrowly avoid being hit, and Carl was right there to scoop it up and make the easy play. So, again, two very good innings here for the Raiders. Was going to try to pull up some stats here from the previous games, but I don't have that capability anymore. So
I do, but my game's tied up on YouTube right now.
yeah. Of course, we can review. Obviously, Round Rock.
You need to get Coach to get you that permission.
Round Rock Dragons coming in, coached by John Carter, 22 years as head coach with 467 career wins, assisted by Ronaldo Rodriguez, Colby Elizondo, and Brian Solomasas. The 2024 record was 24-13. They did go 11-3 in district, tied for first in the area round. And they do have.
No, they're tied for first in district.
Oh, tied for first, and then made it to the area round.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Area
eliminated in the area round finals. And they do have 6 returning starters.
And every one of them you've heard so far in the game.
Yep, and 2 of which are already slated to play at the next level. San Jacinto College and Temple.
Brandon Smith back out on the mound to pitch the second. Gonzalez will take high for ball 1. And Bork on deck. Is that right?
Borg.
Is it Borg?
B-O-R-Q.
Yes, Borg, not Borg. Borg is
Borg.
G.
What's a backwards G? That's a Q,
Yeah,
right?
It's Bork. Come on, Mr. Kaspar. Which I'm probably one of the only few that call you Kaspar, right?
Oh, yeah.
Pitch high and outside.
Yeah, I still remember that.
3-0, the count to Gonzalez.
Caden's junior year, and immediately everybody's listening in on the games, and they're like, hey, man, he's saying your last name different. Is that the right way?
Fastball in for a strike.
Like, well, yeah, that's the proper way to say it, but it's just easier for everybody to say Kaspar. You know? They're like, I've been saying it wrong this whole time. I'm like, that's fine. I'm not correcting you.
Well, I could say it wrong with everybody else, I guess.
That would not be you.
It would not be me. I've been doing it so long now, I would forget anyway. Although I did have a 7th grade football coach named Coach Kaspar.
Probably
Dave Kaspar.
Quite a bit.
C-A-S-P-E-R.
Yeah, quite a bit.
That one, a breaking ball will get away from him, and he will draw the walk.
I don't know how he didn't swing at that. That was so close.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. And high. And,
I had to watch that that movie here not too long ago.
Oh, yeah. Every time it comes on, I stop and watch it. Doesn't matter which one it is.
Was it Jubal?
Jobu.
Jobu. Yeah, that's right. Jobu. I had it backwards.
It'd be very bad.
Slider down and away for Andrew Sanchez for ball 1.
Very, very bad to touch Jobu's rump. Very bad. CC, Pedro.
The 1-0. This is hit high and lifted high to left.
Not enough. He got under that.
Able to get underneath it and make the catch. I thought the wind might catch it there for a little bit.
It was more of a
towering fly ball to left.
Not quite able to get a lot of the bat on that one. That was more of just a flip of the hands, but you see what kind of power Andrew Sanchez possesses. With just a flip of the hands, he's still able to send it that deep into the outfield. And
pitch misses down and in for ball one to Adolfo Rives.
Yeah, great check swing there that actually also allowed for the bat to interfere or get in the eyes of the catcher, not able to
Gonzalez would pick up a stolen base.
make the throw down.
That pitch gets the outside corner for strike one. That'll even it up.
You can't quite see him down there, but right behind home plate is the ever-present Jonathan Wilson doing a great job of.
See the top of his head in the camera shot. That pitch in for a strike, and that'll take the count 1-2.
Always doing a great job of getting plays and posting them for these guys, helping them along their way through recruiting and just getting themselves out there on a lot of media platforms.
Breaking ball misses outside. Also Brooks.
Yeah, he gave a
framed it well,
and that's exactly where he wanted it because he gave the good nod back to the pitcher Brandon Smith, saying that's exactly where I wanted it. They just didn't get it.
2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch. That's in on the hands, and that will go foul down the third baseline. A slow roller to Starretts, who was not going to charge it, as he was going to let it roll foul.
All the way. Expecting good speed out of Arrives from that left side. It always gets him a little bit closer.
Connor Thompson on deck. Also Brooks will call time, and he's going to make a trip out to the mound. I think he's kind of telling him what he's seeing out of Gonzalez back there at second base, that he might be able to spin around and pick him off.
That or could be the old, hey, let's put it into play here, play number 3 or
right,
whatever they want to do for their pick plays.
So last night you were running this thing with picture-in-picture in it.
Yeah, I did have that going. Talked to Coach a little bit before the game, and again, he said he really wants runners in scoring position or on. He really wants to see that behind the plate view.
Okay.
No runners on. He's great with the in the batter's box.
Okay.
So I'm trying to got to keep Coach happy. I'm not getting on his bad side.
That pitch fouled off. Pitch on the outside corner.
I'm not running poles. That's for sure.
No. Or the kids used to call it triangles.
Triangles, poles, flags. I don't know what they call it. Just plain running.
The 2-2 pitch inside was fouled off.
Oh. Okay.
Just got a piece of it.
I guess so. Couldn't hear it from up here. Not that I suspect we would have, but must have saw some change in the motion of the ball to indicate a foul.
Did it come off the ground? Because if he caught it, that would be an out, right? On a third strike?
Yeah, it was a very low pitch, so I could easily see that it went off the ground.
The 2-2. This is hit left, and that's going to drop in for a base hit.
Great defensive play
by Kivett. As he charges that one, he showed some great speed there in left field to come up on and play that line shot out to left.
Almost got to it, and when he realized he didn't, he did exactly what you need to do and just make that glove as wide as possible to corral the ball, and he did a great job, kept his feet underneath him, and almost was able to come up and make the throw down to third to get Mason.
Yeah, Rives picks up the first hit of the game. Smith will spin off and look at Rives back to first. Carson Pruitt on deck. Carson Pruitt, if you look at him, Jonathan, he's got the stature of Rainer Heinrich.
Oh, very much, but a bit taller.
Yeah.
There it is. Connor Thompson.
And that will score a run, and the Raiders are on the board first. RBI single to right for Connor Thompson.
And what was it Coach Thompson was telling us before the game? Man, I really want to know if we can get the video, because if he can see that, he's always wanting to get more video of himself as Connor. But what a great job there going with that outside pitch, sending it back down the right side of the field instead of trying to pull that. So easy to try to pull those, and you end up slapping at it. It's on the ground, and it's very ineffective.
Carson Pruitt at the plate. He will take for ball one.
And it's going to get a visit. Oh, and he's actually, Coach for Round Rock was actually calling the umpire over there too. He's like, "Hey, come over here. Hey, come over here." I think he wants to have a meeting with the umpire too. I don't know that I've seen that before. Okay, no, he's making a maybe. No, okay.
No.
He motioned right after the coach walked away as if to indicate maybe they were going to make a switch or something, but I don't think that's still Brandon Smith, right?
Yep.
Number 4
is Brandon Smith.
Okay, that's
yeah, he didn't make a pitching change. The 1-0 that is fouled off for strike one.
Yeah, Pruitt loving to pull that ball down the line, a la the Rainer Heinrich.
Scott Knight on deck. Pitch misses high for ball two.
Pruitt also seeing some time last year behind the plate.
A 2-1 pitch. That gets the outside corner for a strike. That will even the count.
And he was going to be one of a stable of catchers that we were going to have at Coach Trimpine's disposal this year. Unfortunately, 2 of them have come up a little lame here before the season started. So Pruitt has solidified himself in that role right now. And so far, so good. He's been looking really good out there at the plate and behind it.
The 2-2. This is lined back to the pitcher. This will be a play at first, and everybody else will advance.
Okay. Serves just as good as a slack bunt there. Advancing the runners, keeping them in the lead role.
1-3 on the put out. That'll bring up Scott Knight. Knight drew 2 walks and struck out looking last night. And he will take for a strike on a pitch at the top of the zone.
Yeah, that was up there, but would definitely say close enough to warrant the strike call. Towering high
infield fly ball. And Brandon Smith will make the catch, and that will do it for the Raiders' second. But they get 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2. And after 2 complete, it's 1-0 Rouse. On to the third we go. Due up for the Dragons in the third, DePriest, Kivett, and Goddard. That'll be your 8, 9, and 1 hitters.
Is that your music? What's up, buddy?
Doing well. How are you doing, sir? Good.
Oh, she's right. Okay.
Fine homemade wine. Carter May back out on the mound to pitch the third, as he's done well so far.
Yes, sir. Has been looking very good. Great command of fastball and breaking pitch, working them back and forth quite frequently. Just great. Keep the guys off kilter, keep them on their heels. They don't really know what to expect, and That's the other thing, getting through the lineup twice, a little easier. Once you get to that third time of seeing them, which will be later in the game, we'll see how they respond, the Round Rock hitters, and see if they're able to figure Carter's repertoire out and can he mix something else in, to really something maybe they haven't seen yet.
All right, the fist bump between DePriest and Pruitt.
Oh, yes. A lot of these boys, as always, when they play travel ball, they see each other a lot. Some of them play on the same team, so it's always nice to see that camaraderie build, through different area teams and high school teams playing against each other.
DePriest steps in for his first at bat of the afternoon. He will take outside for ball one.
That was close.
May from the windup. The 1-0 pitch.
That
gets the outside corner for strike one, and that'll even it up.
Brought that in about a ball's width from the last pitch and was able to get the strike call there.
One pitch. That gets the outside corner for strike two.
Exact same location and immediately gets a little bit of talk there from here.
DePriest will call time.
Yeah, DePriest. Yeah, he's not happy. He's up there shaking his head and showing his
Chase Kivett on deck.
Disagreement with
slider outside for ball two.
Yeah, and he's still shaking his head. At some point, you better stop that. You don't want the ump on the wrong,
Pruitt asking coach to go back through the signs. The 2-2 pitch. Wow, I'm not sure where that missed. That was a good-looking pitch.
I think maybe a little low on that one. I don't know. But, yeah, that was definitely a close one and brings it to full.
Yeah, not low according to this. I just saw it because of the lag.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. We do get to see low versus high.
Yeah. The payoff pitch, this is fouled off and back out of play. And see, the cool thing is now where you were watching it on OBS, you've got it up on the bigger screen here, so you actually get a better view of it.
I do, but even my preview and programmer, there's no lag.
Right.
Which I would like that. If these had that same lag, but.
The payoff pitch, breaking ball sails high, and May will issue a leadoff walk to DePriest. That will bring up the left fielder, number 9, Chase Kivett. Cade Goddard on deck. May comes set. Pitch high and outside for ball one.
All right, and again, back to runner on. So we're going to move to the primary view here. And again, as I mentioned last night, I would love it if I could do picture-in-picture and select what I want the other picture to be, because I would still put this back on the batter's box. But
this bunt is popped up and playable. Scott Knight underneath it and makes the catch.
Yeah, made that one very easy. Again, that's why you crash, folks, not just because of the opportunity to play a good bunt on the ground, but also to have an opportunity to be running forward. Catchers have a harder time seeing that a lot of the times, right?
As a coach, you get frustrated when the kid
they
isn't
want to see
executing, right? They pop it up.
on both sides, right? Defensively not executing as well as offensively. You never want to see. I mean, everybody practices bunts.
Throw down to second will not be in time, and DePriest will pick up a stolen bag.
Yeah, I saw that happening for sure. He was, as soon as he got on, he was going to be wanting to make that attempt, and that was a high pitch.
Pitch ball one to Cade Goddard. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking his first at bat. Swing and a miss for strike one. Fastball down the middle. Jack Opple on deck. And Coach Crippine is going to call time. He's going to go talk to him. But nobody was holding DePriest on.
I was watching Caro come over and just give him a little bit, give him a little tap, give him a little bit of, but again, a lot of speed there. So you definitely want to be maybe a little tighter, try to keep him a little closer to the bag for sure. Limit some of that speed that he possesses. It looks like he and Connor Thompson are talking a little bit right now too. So Connor out in center field for the Raiders and talking to DePriest.
One count to Goddard. DePriest with a huge lead at second. Breaking ball. This is hit out towards center field. Thompson over. He'll make the catch. And DePriest will return back to second base. Two away for Jake Opple.
Yeah, great job of communication there.
Or Jack Opple, I'm sorry. Jack Opple. Batting from the left side. He struck out looking. He's 0 for 1. Chris also Brooks on deck. May will spin off and look DePriest back to second. Solis covering the bag.
And here we go with the antsy feet. Oh, happy feet out there. DePriest trying to draw Carter's attention and just take his mind off of the focus that he needs to present that next pitch. Oh, and they had it with a better throw. Oh, they had him there. They had him leaning, and with a better throw from Carter May, he threw that on the back side of the bag to Jacob Solis versus the lead side of the bag where the runner was, and he would have been absolutely out. That's okay, though. They know if they put it in his head, now look, he's not getting as far away.
Swing and a miss on a fastball for strike one.
And as much as DePriest is playing the happy feet game, Solis is right there, egging him on. Hey, I'm right here. I'm in your ear, baby.
The 0-1 pitch. Opple shows bunt and lays off for ball one. We're leaving it up.
The wonderful cat and mouse game there between runner and player, shortstop and runner at second base.
May has a sign. He comes set. The 1-1.
Low.
Little low, but
right idea. Didn't get him to chase.
2-1. The count to Opel. Fastball. This is cut on and hit it back up the middle. This will be played by Solis to throw to first in time.
Great job.
And that will do it as the Raiders get out of the inning. That will go 6-3 on the put out of Opel.
My bad, folks at home. I still had one out on there. I'm like, wait a second. Why are they watching him run? Doop-de-doo. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here.
The Dragons get no runs on no hits. They strand one. DePriest drew a leadoff walk. And then May was able to retire the next three batters. We do have a pitching change. Number 23.
Number 23 is Luke Brodus. B-R-O-A.
Brodus.
Brodus.
23.
Yep. D-D-U-S. Brodus. Luke Brodus.
And I will go find out so that I'm not messing it up.
Watching the game from home.
On the big screen.
And he said Bo's watching also.
Hey, you got a dog named Bo? So do I.
He's his little puppy that he has up there in Stephenville with him. Jump in. All right, stepping away a little bit. We just always like to get confirmation when we're not 100% positive on the enunciations of some of these names. And the verdict
is Luke Brodus.
Brodus.
I told you.
Brodus.
I'm usually
show off.
Pretty spot on those things. Although we do have a couple of young men, we are going to have some challenging names at times if they get into the game.
Luckily, one of the moms is in the press box here with us. She can help us out.
Well, I got Hassan.
And again, it's Hassanawat.
Yep. Number 23, Luke Brodus, a right-handed hurler for the Dragons. A stark difference between he and Brandon Smith. Smith, much leaner, as Brodus is
broad.
A big young man. I'm not saying overweight.
Broad shoulder.
I'm saying he's just big.
More like a
Kobe. Misses for ball 1 to Joe Burry. Burry will show bunt, lays off, and he'll take for a strike. Brought his toes in. Christian Caro on deck. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball in for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. That's in the turf for ball 2, and that'll even it up at 2.
Got the thumbs up from Caden. Liking the new camera views.
Good. Thank you, sir. Mr. Caden Kaspar, a number 7. This is hit out to right field, and that'll be played by Ihorn for out number 1.
Yeah, again, just another flip of the wrist there, popping it up a little bit, not really getting a lot of the barrel on the ball. Christian Caro up.
Yep, that one pitch outside. Let's go back behind the plate view. That pitch, wow, I'm not sure where that one missed. That was a good pitch for ball 2.
We'll take it.
So whatever reason, Camera 2 was very grainy.
Yeah, and it's also camera 2.
Yeah. "3-0 the count to Caro.
And we are catching that twilight time frame right now,
That pitch in for a strike, a changeup.
which has a tendency to affect the coloring, right? As it does look a little darker on the view that we have versus what's
The 3-1
actual. Oh,
gets the outside corner for strike 2, and the count works full. Caro had a 3-0 count, and Broadus able to climb back in and work it full. That pitch misses high. And Caro will draw the walk. That'll bring up Jacob Solis. Solis flew out to right his first time up. He's 0 for 1. This is popped up and playable. The shortstop, DePriest, will call off the second baseman, and he'll make the catch. Route number 2. That will bring up Mason Gonzalez. Broadus from the stretch, the pitch outside for ball 1. Gonzalez is 0 for 0. He drew a walk and came around to score.
see if he can get something in play and let Caro run for a little while around these bases.
Throw over to first, not in time. I was about to say, Round Rock has some activity going in the bullpen, but it's Smith. Pitch gets the outside corner for strike 1.
Catching himself, as there's not a catcher out there to help him. So he's quick, man. He throws it and runs down there and catches the ball before it hits the backstop.
Throw over to first. Again, not in time.
Yeah, doing everything they can to keep Christian close there at first base, not wanting to allow him to get too big of a lead.
1-1. This is popped up to left field.
In play.
Give it over. He makes the catch, and that will do it for the Raider third. They get no runs on no hits. They leave 1. And after 3 complete, it's 1-0 Rouse.
All right.
3 fly ball outs and a walk.
And Carter May making his way back out for the Rouse Raiders. And we'll do a little quick overview of Rouse last year. Of course, coached by Chad Kremping in his 23rd year with 515 career wins, assisted by Manny Perez, Drew David, and Will Noble.
Actually, it's 522.
Yeah, it's always.
You have to add the 7 wins. They don't update that. That's just from last way they start the year.
Yes, sir.
I always had to manually do the math so that I could keep his
true
number of wins.
True number. We won't, unfortunately, get to see him hit 600 this year, but not too far off in the distance. So.
But within the next year.
Yes, sir.
Most likely.
And it will be great if I could be there because I was there for 400. Was there here for 500. And you could easily go almost, not quite all of them, but.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, he came here in 2017.
Okay, so let's see, 20. So but you probably saw at least 200 then, 200, 300, or maybe 300, 400, 500.
Chris also Brooks comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the first. Breaking ball high and inside for ball one.
That looks a little better.
The 1-0 pitch. This is
foul ball.
Hit foul into right, down the right field line for strike one.
Arribas gives chase, but well foul near the fence as it bounced actually over the fence.
Well, no.
Oh, it didn't. It did stay in, didn't it?
It's in the brown turf. I'd like to say dirt.
The dirt. It's in the dirt. The brown turf dirt stuff.
The 1-1, that's high and inside for ball two.
There is dirt in it, so we could still say brown dirt,
well,
right? Because there's dirt in there.
It's not dirt. It's like cork
gravel
or something like that. What?
Looks like gravel.
Oh, come on, man.
It does.
Killing me, Smalls. The
It's not
2-1.
the- it's
This
not
is
the
hit
black
foul
bean.
for strike two.
It's definitely not the little black
Now, the
beans that you
bullpen
see all around
had black beans over there.
Did they?
Yeah.
I know because I was looking at yesterday when I was setting everything up. I was looking down, sort of brushing my hand across it, and it was sand colored. It was light sand color, not the black beans.
That's the cork in it. And the only reason I know that because when Texas did their field, they did it with cork.
Gotcha.
The 2-2. This is
hammered, but not deep.
Hammered to left. It's high fly ball. And Joe Burry will make the catch to retire also Brooks.
Yeah, I think the appreciation is there from the players that it's not the little black beads because they do all the sliding and, they get up and it's all over them, especially when it's hot outside. It just sticks to you and it's popping up all over your face and hair and, oh, man. It's a mess.
He will come to the plate. He is 0 for 0 with a walk. He drew the walk on a full count. That fit fastball in for strike one. Fastball inside for strike two.
Great pitch right there. Now, my guess here would be breaking pitch low and away.
Something in the dirt.
Low and away. See if you can get him to chase. Yep. And immediately Pruitt sets up. They got the
hit out to right. Arribas there. He makes the catch, and that will do it for Godby. He's retired for the first time tonight.
He definitely had the breaking pitch part, but the low and the away didn't quite jive on that as he was able to make contact there, but harmless foul out to right field.
That will bring up Aiden Ihorn. Ihorn 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Well, we do actually have some activity in the bullpen for the Round Rock Dragons. Number 13 looks to be loosening his arm, J.P. Cosman.
Fastball in on the hands, fouled away for strike one.
Knowing that he was so close to making great contact with that pitch as he, just a little upset at himself for not. Aiden Ihorn was.
The 0-1. This is high and lifted up to center field. Connor Thompson in on it. And all three outfielders got some action in this inning. Fly ball to left, to right, and to center. And they go in order in the fourth. On to the bottom we go. It's 1-0 Rouse on two up for the Raiders. Sanchez, Arribas, and Thompson.
I wonder if this will give me.
No pitch count?
No, I was. Yeah, I canceled the premium subscription that I had, and that's what did it. Because I used to have all that
right
data. So I'll have to I don't even know if they allow me in as admin that it will give me that. I'll have to see.
Well, just ask Coach. He gave
Yep.
it. He gave it to
Well,
me.
you only have so many options for it. You have a
Oh,
total of 4.
Oh,
So
well,
you've got
there's 4 in there, including me.
okay. So that's where it stops. It's normally 4, unless they
Right.
change that. They used to always just be 4, so that way
Well,
you
I
have
guess we can start using your phone to watch the video, and you can use my phone
it's the same phone.
to do the stats.
I think it's the exact same phone.
It's the was it Ultra?
Yep, 23 S23 Ultra.
S24 Ultra.
24. Oh yeah, yours is 1 year model newer than mine.
Luke brought us back out on the mound to pitch the 4th. That pitch down and away to Sanchez for ball 1. Sanchez flew out to left his first time up. 2 balls and no strikes.
I knew Andrew last night led the Raiders at the plate with not only hits but RBI count.
This is hit back up the middle. This will be played by the shortstop, DePriest, and he made a frozen rope throw to first as that was deep in the hole.
Yeah, it was. Great job.
Athletic play.
He pushed up and
normally that would have been a base hit.
For most, not all players, but most players, I'll leave it at that. I mean, we had a talk before the game, and I already razzed him enough, so I'll leave that alone.
Rivas will foul this one off for strike 1. Thompson on deck. The 0-1 delivery. It's low for ball 1.
I think we're due for some more weather coming in, if I'm not mistaken, overnight tonight.
Wow, that's a nice curveball. It just missed.
Yeah, I think it was just a hair low.
Just a skosh. The 2-1. This is hit out to left, and that will stay up.
Again, Kivett
high enough to catch, and Kivett
really
make the catch for out number 2.
Really good defensive plays over there for Kivett, covering a lot of ground out in left field.
Coach LaPaglia in the house. That pitch misses just outside for ball 1.
Coach Elswag?
Yep.
All right.
I don't know if you noticed the bat boy.
I did not. Oh, yeah.
The 1-0 from Broadus. This is bunted down the left field line and will go foul. One thing I've noticed with this new turf, it does play fast.
Oh, very much so, yep. You don't have the dirt.
That will be
the real dirt, not the brown turf dirt.
the 1-1. This is hit foul for strike 2.
I was getting the scouting report from the previous game that there was a bunt laid down that actually did start out foul and worked its way back in, so probably had a lot of juju on that ball.
The 1-2, this is fouled and out of play. The 1-2 pitch.
Well, outside.
Well, I'll say this.
It's outside.
I'm sitting a little further behind the plate than you are.
I just saw where I
Uh-huh.
saw it end up.
Uh-huh.
Obviously,
Uh-huh.
it's in the
Deuce is wild. The pitch, that's high and inside for ball 3. And the count goes full.
Connor Thompson showing his patience here and able to get this count back to full. Oh,
Pitch misses high for ball 4. And Broadus will issue his second walk of the game. Christian Carl drew the walk. We got the camera doing that again, Jonathan. Go to the other view. We got a runner on anyway. I don't know why it's doing that. It's got to be coming from the transmitter.
What's that? Are we talking about?
That graininess.
Grain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our new camera. Throw over to first, not in time. That's one of our new cameras.
This is the brand new, right?
Yep. And it's only happening on that one camera. Carson Pruitt waiting for his first pitch. He's 0 for 1. He grounded back to the pitcher his first time up.
Ooh.
He will take for a strike a fastball down the middle.
Great pitch to start him out.
Scott Knight on deck. I almost called him Jack earlier.
It's not hard to do. We got a few of them.
Brothers in
between
here.
Gonzalez, Knight, and Doss. Doss on the
throw to first. Not in time as Thompson dives back in safely.
Doss, the younger brother to Landon Doss. Haven't had an opportunity to see him at all yet.
The 0-1 misses low for ball 1. One the count.
1 on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, runner goes.
Thompson will pick up a stolen base. The pitch was a ball.
And that's definitely the thing they'll need to start remembering, playing more games at home whenever we start to get that closer to summertime, is better make sure you keep them batting gloves on whenever you're going to be sliding so you don't tear up your palms as hot as that turf gets.
I want to give a shout out to our sponsor this year, Mode Design. That pitch is fouled off down the left field line for strike 2. 2-2 the count. Deuce is wild for Carson Pruitt. Also, Brooks gives the sign. Broadus comes set. This pitch is lifted up to right. Ihorn will make the catch, and that will do it for the Raider 4th. They get no runs on no hits. They leave 1.
And once again, a very, very tight game here with only the single run coming from the Raiders. And
that was a RBI.
And the crew comes out. We got the pit crew going here to get Pruitt all dialed up as he was the batter having the last out. I love this. We got the chair out there. We've got each one on a shin pad and somebody else throwing his card on and ready to put his helmet on. Awesome. We need to start timing that. Get the pit
like
crew
a pit
clock
crew,
out.
the pit crew clock.
See how that works.
Due up for the Dragons in the 5th. Starretts, Rodriguez, and DePriest.
And those
May back out.
And I was going to say, those unfamiliar, this is now, I believe, year number 2 with the in-ear mic for the catchers.
Yes.
That are able to get their calls from whomever that is, Coach Crimp. What I believe he does give those.
Well, Crimp usually does the pitch calls. The only coach that I know that he's trusted to call the pitches prior to it was Coach Harris.
Yes, that would be correct. Rightfully so.
Coach Harris up at Grandview now.
Yes. Got to visit with him during the playoffs last year as he and the family.
Nolan, I believe, at Laterno.
Came out to visit, yes.
Starrett makes his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first time up.
He looks great right here.
The first pitch to Starrett's. Fastball down the middle for strike one.
Carter still looking real strong here to start the fifth.
Starrett's jumped on the first pitch back in the second that he flew out. Wow, not sure where that missed. The 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball, in for a strike. The 1-2. This is fouled back and out of play.
And doing a quick little pit crew swap on our own. Ball hit hard in play to shortstop. Jacob Solis fields it and throws hard down to first in time to get the runner for out number one of the inning. Gobby doing a great job of getting hard up that line. That was not Gobby. I apologize. Who was that?
That was Jake Starrett's. Isaac Rodriguez stands in. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to second his first time up. Fastball down and away for ball one. You know what I think it is in my headset? I have it in my left ear, but not in my right.
Really?
Yep. The 1-0. That gets the outside corner for strike one.
I always love being able to hear the dads from
Kylie Snell checking in. Go Raiders.
I'm saying dads. I'm not just going to say the dad.
Got the Raiders R's up. The 1-1 pitch. That's fouled away for strike two.
All right.
Caden says we need to switch it when the ball's put in play. 1-2 the count to Rodriguez.
Yes, that is definitely
pitch outside for ball two.
Something that I'm trying to work on.
2-2. Hudson DePriest on deck. 2-2 pitch. This is cut on and hit out to left center. This will be caught by Joe Burry. A great diving effort. As the ball just hung up just enough for him to get to it.
But of course, as I switch it to the infield view instead of the
behind the plate view.
Yep, that's got to be for the outfield plays, and then the infield plays go to camera 3. So work in progress, son. Work in progress.
That'll bring up Hudson DePriest. He's 0 for 0 with a walk. First pitch offering sails high for ball one.
Yeah, drawing the walk in the first at bat. And
be with us tomorrow. It'll be a double header as the Raiders will play Stratford in the first game at 1 o'clock and McNeil in the second game at 3. With 1-0, this is hammered down the left field line foul for strike one.
Is Mr. Carl going to sit in on that one for game one? Do you know?
I think Tim is going to try to make it.
Excellent.
The 1-1 pitch. This is lifted to left center. Burry over, he makes the catch, and that will do it as the Dragons go in order in the fifth.
Uh-oh. Got to the 2023. Get a little nostalgia going on here, folks. Pump it up.
Yep.
Was the sort of the war cry for the Raiders.
It was.
In 23. And
as the Raiders went all the way to the regional
finals
and lost to Bernie Champion down in San Antonio.
Brutal. That was still, that still haunts me. Game 2 in that one was just
the Raiders that came back and took the lead and then gave it right back up, unfortunately. And
well, I think
Bernie forced the game 3.
Yeah, more the errors than anything, that cost us that game.
Due up for the Raiders in their half of the fifth, Knight, Burry, and Carl. Luke brought us back out on the mound to pitch the fifth for the Dragons.
Yeah, quick review here now that I've got.
We have a couple of pitchers in the bullpen for the Dragons.
Yep, we had just a quick review. Starting pitcher for Round Rock, Brandon Smith, did go for a total of 35 pitches, 19 for strikes. Brought us in relief so far, 34 pitches, 17 for strikes. So really on the same 50-50 split that we saw from Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith allowing 2 hits, 1 earned run, with 1 walk, no hit batters.
Yeah, see, now I can hear both.
I'm sorry, 1 hit by pitch from Brandon Smith. So, yeah, I tried to change it up a little bit and get all these chords out of the way to maybe see if that would allow for.
Knight will take for strike 1. The lights have come on. The 0-1. This is hit out to right. This is going to drop in for a base hit. And believe it or not, folks, that is only the 3rd hit of the game so far.
Yeah, that was
all 3 hits are owned by the Raiders.
And that was an end capper right there that just was able to find its way over the head of the infield.
That will bring up Joe Burry. He is 0 for 1. He has been hit by a pitch, and he has flown out to right.
The bunt
Burry laid down the bunt. The sacrifice will advance the runner.
Great job, great execution, and was almost able to beat that throw out with Broadus just being a little slower off the mound.
Just 2 more steps and he would have had it.
And here we will keep it in.
Release on deck, Caro. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out to short. That will get by also Brooks. A pass ball.
Yeah, just right off the top of his glove. It's he thought he had it fully and pulled that glove down just a hair early, and it skipped off the top of the glove. It's confirming no changes here to the lineup, and I do not see any defensively here for the for the Dragons.
1-0 the count to Caro. 2-0. Caro looking to make something happen to get that run home, just 90 feet away. Had his hit down the first baseline. And Knight will hold up.
Yeah, Scott doing exactly what he should have done there. He tried to draw the attention and did, but as soon as Godby realized he was not going to
go, then he takes it to the back.
Was able to still have time. So good defensive play.
That'll go 1 unassisted for out number 2. That will bring up Jacob Solis. Solis 0 for 2 is flown out to right and popped up to short.
Yeah, would love to see a little shot here. Got a really good gap.
Pitch in the dirt
between short and
for ball
third.
1. On his last at bat, where he popped up to short, he jumped on the first pitch. Rouse will deal. That one's, wow, that almost hit the letters on the shirt.
Yeah, that was really far in on the hands. I mean, Jacob Solis actually ducking back so it didn't hit him, and it wasn't a breaking pitch. That was a fastball high in the zone and gets called strike.
Mason Gonzalez on deck. Rouse from the stretch. The 1-1 pitch.
There
this
it is.
Hit out to right.
Oh.
And Ihorn able to slide underneath it to make the catch. And that will do it for the Raiders. They get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1.
And again, you don't want to change anything. I mean, he really was a solid hit there, just right at Einhorn.
They just managed to stay up long enough.
Yeah, he was coming a little early, wasn't he?
And the Dragon outfield has got some speed, and they've been able to play it. Of course, they're not playing back as deep.
Wind. You know, I mean, aside from the big guys like an Andrew Sanchez or a Chris Alsobrooks, you're not really going to see much that's super deep. So use the wind as a defensive help, for the outfielder and play it a little shallower, giving yourself an opportunity on those what normally would be a great base hit.
Due up for the Dragons in the 6th. And we are an hour and 26 minutes into this contest.
Moving quick.
Jace Kivett, Kate Goddard, and Jack Oppel.
Carter May coming in with now a total of 71 pitches. So being very efficient so far throughout this game. 71 total pitches and 45 for strikes. So very good strike to pitch ratio.
Kivett will stand in. He's 0 for 1. He popped up the third on a bunt. His first time up. He will take for ball 1. The 1-0 from May. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching Raider baseball here on SHN Sports. I'm Michael Francis alongside Jonathan Kaspar. As we are now into our 2025 season. A wild pitch, a rare one that we've witnessed. It's the first one for May tonight.
He immediately goes to stretch that arm. Just make sure he's staying loose.
2-1 to count. Cade Goddard on deck.
Sun has gone down. Not that the temperature is dropping tremendously.
Breaking ball gets the outside corner for strike 2, and that will even things up.
Yeah, great pitch there.
The 2-2 pitch. This is cut on and popped up to short. Solis has it, and that will retire Kivett. A lot of fly ball outs in this contest. On both sides.
Yeah, and I still missed that opportunity. I got to
7 fly ball outs on Round Rock.
Beautiful pitch.
9 fly ball outs on the Raiders.
Yeah, nice little breaking pitch on the inside there for strike 1.
The 0-1 from May. Breaking ball down and away for ball 1. Goddard 0 for 2. He has struck out looking and flown out to center. Jack Oppel on deck. The 1-1 pitch. That's in and out of the glove of Carson Pruitt for ball 2.
Even he looked down the glove like, what? I had it. Forgot to pull that spring out of there, I guess.
Momo says, go Raiders. Momo Popo listening in. Glad to have y'all with us.
Yes, sir.
2-1. That's in on the hands for a strike.
I had it for you.
Fouled off back to the fence.
Saved your life.
You are too kind,
I
my
did.
friend.
See
too
that?
kind.
It was coming right at your head.
So got to spend some time with the Diaz family as they invited me to come watch Liliana and the Rouse girls playing basketball.
Oh, basketball.
The 2-2 pitch, that's outside for ball 3, and the count goes full.
Payoff pitch.
So both times I went, the Raiders were victorious. They beat Cedar Park.
Nice.
And they beat Lehman.
Always love to get a W over Cedar Park. I don't care what the sport is.
Pitch outside for ball 4.
Not close enough to get him to chase on that one as he was well out of the strike zone.
Tying run is on board. That will bring up Jack Oppel. Oppel is 0 for 2. He is struck out looking and grounded to short. Goddard reaching base for the first time tonight. Chris also Brooks on deck. Pitch gets the outside corner for strike 1.
Wind starting to shift just a little bit.
Osal in the house.
Oh, there he is.
May comes set. Cover swing. This is hit down the first base side, foul. And Goddard will make a return trip back to first base.
Yeah, a little hit and run dialed up from Coach Carter.
Where'd that rascal go?
He's out there. He's got to say hi to everybody, all of his peeps, man, all of his fans. You know?
Oh, Sal better come in here and say hello. 0-2. The count to Oppel. Pitch just outside.
Yeah, great pitch, though. Great pitch. Not offered at by Oppel.
Pruitt framed it well, just not getting the call.
A little high. Definitely high. High and possibly outside, but is right there on that border of either one of those that you want to call.
A 1-2. That is hit back up the middle. This could be 2. Throw to first in time, and that's an inning-ending double play.
Great. I mean, just a patented double play offering right there. Jacob Solis playing the ball perfectly, met the ball at the bag. All he basically had to do was just touch it and threw him out from his knee for the third out. So
That's
great.
Unassisted 6-3 put out. Double play. As the Raiders have retired the side in order the last 3 innings. On to the bottom we go. Due up for the Raiders, Gonzalez, Sanchez, and Erives. Got that royalty-free music going on. Jonathan having fun with our new sound mixer. Hung up on something.
Man. Oh, we don't want to force him. I mean, we're hoping he would just want to come in here and visit some of his favorite people. But,
right?
We've got a lot of people to say hi to.
We seeing him over there with his folks. He ain't talking to nobody.
Man.
Osal playing up at Weatherford. That's Oscar Salazar.
Yeah.
Out of last year's class. I talked to him here not too long ago, and he was just that play at first base.
Still,
he was going to be the pitcher in the next game, and he really was looking forward to that. And that game goes 7 innings, and it was
one
a bang play, and on a walk-off error.
Yes, sir.
Do have some activity going in the Raider bullpen. That pitch in for a strike to Mason Gonzalez. Number 2. That is hit back up the middle. That's played by DePriest. DePriest throws to first, and that will do it for Gonzalez, and out number 1.
I was looking at that, and I didn't get to span over.
6-3.
Give everybody the play. Driscoll would be the potential next pitcher if Carter does not make it out to finish the game in the 7th.
Andrew Sanchez at the plate. He'll take for a strike. Oh, you called that a ball?
Called a ball. It was low.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Well, I thought it was a ball, but, That one's got a little bit more on it.
Hit deep towards right center, and Goddard over and makes the catch.
I'll get there, folks. I'll get there.
Erives will come to the plate. 2 away for Erives. Luke Broadus still on the mound. Erives will call time, and he will make a visit down to Coach Grimpy.
My
Connor
guess
Thompson
would
on deck.
A bunt hit for a hit here. That's what I think Coach just told him. Although
bunt for a hit with 2 outs.
And get a base runner on. Jake Sterrett's not quite playing deep enough to.
That pitch outside for ball 1. Keep hanging up on stuff.
There you go. Your cord was under the chair.
Under the foot of my chair. 1-0. This is hit back up the middle. DePriest will play it. The throw to first in time.
Great play. Great play again defensively from DePriest.
DePriest with a hot glove.
And here we go. 7th inning stretch.
Raiders go in order.
But Round Rock down to their last 3 outs. If they're not able to plate anything here.
Carter May makes his way back out to the mound.
Okay.
Due up for the Dragons. Also Brooks, Godby, and Ihorn, the heart of the order.
Oh, and we do have Adrian Graves has made his way out into left field to replace Joe Burry. Oh, I'm sorry. That. Is Burry Connor still
Burry's in right?
Oh, Burry has moved to right. Okay.
And Graves.
So yeah, Burry has moved to right to replace. And well, Adrian Graves takes left. Burry moves over to right, and then Rivas comes in. And aside from that, we are still the same. So it looks like they already made the catch on game changers. So that makes things a little easier for us. Thank you very much.
Graves is number 3, right?
Graves is number 3.
And that's the only defensive changes that we see.
Correct. Yeah, everything else still Connor Thompson in center. Christian second. Salise short. Scott Knight. Mason.
Also, Brooks makes his way to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out and popped up to left. Or not popped up, but flew out to left.
All right, let's see if I can.
Top of the 7th. May from the windup. First pitch offering. That is fouled off for strike 1. How many pitches is May's at?
May is at 87.
87 pitches. Thank you very much. Christy Asana Watt keeping me up to date. The 0-1, a fastball, misses just outside for ball 1. That'll even it up. Do have Driscoll continuing to get loose in the Raider bullpen. Trajan Godby on deck. That is hit back over to short. That'll be played by Solis. Throw to first in time, and that will retire also Brooks for out number 1. That was hit deep in the hole.
Yeah, and again, we don't have quite the view where I'm going to be able to get that play if I switch to the infield camera, anything deep.
Just need a wider.
That's wide as that one goes. Yeah,
wide as it goes.
Wide as it goes, but
Trajan Godby will come to the plate. He has drawn a walk and flown out to right.
Oh, there's that granulated like you were talking about again. Oh, it freed up.
This is hit out to right.
Moving over.
And Burry.
Joe Burry. Oh, he dropped the ball.
He had it in his glove and he dropped it.
Would have been it was a very hard play.
An E9.
It was a very hard play as he was moving quite a bit to his left towards the foul line and had to lay out to make the catch. Had it again for a moment, but dropped it as he hit the ground. Was not able to keep that in his glove. But again, great effort.
That'll be an E9. We do have a pinch runner for Godby.
Number 16 has come in, and that is Josh Horvath. Well, that I guess, or it could be Bryce Morrison.
Tying run.
We actually have two 16s on the card here.
Tying run at second base.
And that takes away the double play opportunity here.
Aiden Ihorn is 0 for 2. He has struck out and flown out to.
Oh, did they call the ball?
Called a ball. I missed it. I was looking at my book.
I was about to. Huh.
May comes set from the stretch. Fastball high for ball one. And that is the first time that a Dragon base runner has reached third base this evening. The 1-0. This is outside for ball two. Raiders do have one error, that fly ball dropped by Joe Burry in right field.
Quick little meeting of the defense here just to put Carter's mind at ease. They've got the defense working behind him. Keep executing as he has all game long.
The 2-0. That misses high for ball three. 3-0 the count.
The only benefit I see here is if he does happen to put him on, that does put the game-ending double play in
Jake Sterritz. Jake Sterritz on deck. And pitch down the middle for strike one. 3-1 the count. Swing and a miss for strike two. We showed 2 outs on the board, but I only got 1 out in my book.
Yeah, likewise. It's okay.
She thought that was an out on
Burry
Burry.
making the catch, yeah.
The payoff pitch coming up. Pitch down and away for ball four. And they have runners on the corners.
And again,
Sterritz.
that does bring the double play.
And they're going to make a pitching change.
All right, I'm going to take a quick peek here. I think I can go back to.
Carter May goes 6 1/3 innings.
And that will be Colby Driscoll. That does it make his way in number 2 for your Raiders. And he'll get his warm-up pitches in.
Yep.
And inherit 2 base runners. Only one of those would potentially be an earned run if he comes around on Carter May.
Hey, look who walked in the house here, finally. We've been seeing him out there eating with his parents.
Yeah,
But Mr. Salazar walks in here.
We're the redheaded stepchildren up here, no love. What's going on here? All right, and Carter May does exit the game after 6 1/3 innings, total of 96 pitches, 58 for strikes, allowing no hits, no runs, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks with no hit by pitch. So, very, very strong outing here for Carter May, one of the seniors that we will rely on heavily this year off the mound.
Well, look for Ihorn to be going to second here to try to eliminate that double play ball.
For sure. And, will they try to keep him there? You've got Driscoll coming in. Has not had any pitches yet off the mound. And, will they go to a pickoff early, or will they let him just focus on the batter?
Driscoll comes home and ball sails high for ball one.
Again, 1 out. 2 on the corners. Top of 7.
Driscoll comes set. A pitch. This is the outside corner, and
oh, that looked like a strike, though. Okay.
Double play has been
Now
eliminated.
Gone. No throw at all, as again focusing on
2 balls
the
and no strikes. The go-ahead run at second base. Pitch misses outside for ball 3. Isaac Rodriguez on deck. 3-0 the count to Starretts. Starretts 0 for 2.
There we go.
He will take for a strike. He is grounded to second and flown out to left. Raiders will probably be trying to cut this run off at the plate. That is hit over to second. Throw to first in time, and that will score a run.
So 2 outs is now official. So you're now correct, other than putting the runs up there, Osal. We now have the 2 outs, so.
The tying run is scored. The go-ahead at third base for Isaac Rodriguez, who is 0 for 2. He will foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 1. Driscoll comes set. Pitch down and away for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch coming up. That pitch sails high for ball 2. So how big was the error and how big was the ball?
Yes, sir. Both. We would still have.
And Round Rock has scored without a hit.
Yeah, we would just have runners on second and third with 2 outs right now. If you eliminate the balk, No, he didn't go. They looked to. Yeah, no, they asking for the appeal. Did he go around? He checked his swing nicely. They definitely did not go around. So good call there from the
3-1 the count to Rodriguez. Hudson DePriest on deck. A pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2, and the count goes full. Actually have 8 minutes left in this contest. This is lined back up to second. Caro has it to throw to first in time.
All right.
But the Dragons will score a run to tie the ball game. That'll go 4-3 on the putout of Rodriguez. Raiders with an opportunity here for a walk-off. Luke Broadus back out to pitch the 7th. Due up, Thompson, Pruitt, and Knight.
What's up, big dog? Oscar making his way into the house here
See
after
my partner. We need you out there we need you
trying
out
to
there
help
behind
with
the plate.
duties there behind the plate.
Go grab your bat, Oscar.
Get taller? Gosh. I'm just shorter. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Working out.
Getting that gut. That's what it is. That college. Easy. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's good. Did you? Okay. Just got to work your, go from 20 feet to. Oh, wow. Okay. So, I mean, that puts you end of C. I mean, that's what, middle end? And okay. Little medical red shirt. Okay. Still looking at PO only, or?
I was talking to your dad. I can't believe they have you as a PO only without your bat in the lineup.
Right, no doubt. I mean, it's a whole different training regimen, isn't it? Right. Yeah, I think that works well, just knowing that you're not having to extend that. That was the difference between correct. Yeah, that one's the extension. So that's always a nice thing to maybe put your name in the hat for a little hitting.
Will deal. That pitch misses low for ball 1.
Nothing but love. Yeah, we're doing our thing. This is number 2. If you notice, we've got a new three camera setup here. I can bounce over here and
the 1-0. This is hit back up the middle. DePriest plays it. The throw to first in time. And I tell you what, DePriest has just been hot.
No doubt. Yep. Good seeing you, buddy.
That will bring up Carson Pruitt.
Yeah, and again, just handling anything to his left side, very, very well has been DePriest. And that was the little
hand
and made a great throw. Good stretch over at first by Godby, who did not check. Yeah, he did not check Pruitt, unfortunately, trying to check his swing and did go around. I was about to say the replay would show that very well from this angle.
Broadus winds and deals. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And Pruitt quickly 0-2. Yeah, he went around.
And again, tournament play here, everybody. This is not, to determine a first, second, third, or anything like that. This could end as a tie, with time expiring unless Rouse is able to get some runs together.
Misses low, down and away for ball 1. Scott Knight on deck,
who possesses one of the 3 hits of this game.
The 1-2 pitch. This is hit foul and out of play. Count will remain 1-2.
Yeah, he'd have been off to the races if he was able to paint the line with that one. And I love the idea. Try to go opposite field.
The 1-2. This is lifted up in the lights, and DePriest calls it. He makes the catch. And that will do it for Pruitt. And the Raiders down to their final out. We still have 2 minutes left.
Ah, okay.
On the time limit, but we've just been playing to time limit, so. Broadus has come in and had a solid performance in relief of Brandon Smith. That pitch fouled off for strike 1. Joe Burry on deck. Pitch sails high for ball one. The 1-1 pitch. That will
Wear it.
hit the turf and go to the backstop.
Uh-oh.
2-1 to count.
Joe Burry on deck fielding percentage is
that took a hit right there.
Lot.
He's obviously
the umpire getting that.
He is obviously not aware that we have that stat. This is lifted high to right center, and Goddard will make the catch, and that will end the Raider seventh, and we end up with a tie ball game.
Yes, is that, yep, hands are being shaken, little hug there between Krimpine and Carter, and tell you what, Carter looks like old Schlossnagel in stature there, and
right, and what cost the Raiders the win was an error on Joe Burry out in right field, where he had the ball in his glove, and as he was sliding underneath it, it popped out.
It does go down as an error, and I'm not going to fault him at all. That's a super hard play. You know, you're diving, you're trying to make and you gotta catch it and hold it and take that impact on the ground during the dive, and just not able to hold it. And that's okay.
Round Rock will be happy to take the tie, but they'll walk away with a tie ball game with no hits.
No hits, yeah, that's the other side of it.
Raiders do have a combined no hitter.
Happy, but got to feel lucky that they were able to at least come away with the tie and get that one run. They had two things work in their favor. Obviously, the error by Burry, and then the balk by Carter May that allowed the runner at second to advance to third, and that obviously that's the difference in the game. Your final here, 1-1. Again, going back over the box score.
Give us a different view. Give us behind the plate view.
We did have the final pitch count here. Carter May, 96 pitches, 58 for strikes. Colby Driscoll comes in, throws 11 pitches, 5 for strikes. Colby does get 2/3 to finish that out, allowing no hits, no runs, and no walks or strikeouts. On the opposite side, Broadus, 60 total pitches, 34 for strikes. He did go 5 innings. So again, no wins here, no winning pitcher, no losing pitcher, as the game did end in a tie. But Broadus did go the 5 innings, so he was on the hook for the possible win or loss. He did allow 1 hit, no runs, no strikeouts, 2 walks. So the other notable number here from the Round Rock pitching, 0 strikeouts. So we did not take a strikeout, which is great for the Rouse hitting. No strikeouts, 3 walks. They did, Brandon Smith, the starting pitcher, did hit 1 batter. And that's basically it. So very, very clean game, ultimately until the end. The only errors were by by Burry for Rouse. So
yep. Other thing, Round Rock out of District 26 6A.
Correct. Yes, they are 6A versus 5A. So not
25 6A.
Yeah, not somebody we would ever see. They play against
all the Round Rock schools.
Correct.
And Vandergrift.
Yes.
I want to say Vista Ridge.
They do play Vista Ridge. That's correct. So, all in all, not a bad game. Again,
great pitching performance by all the pitchers that came in.
Yes.
Carter May goes 6 1/3. Brandon Smith and then Luke Broadus came on in relief of Brandon Smith and pitched a solid performance.
Yeah, and really, Brandon Smith, aside from the couple of hits, is all he gave up. And then getting the 1 run, had the 1 earned run,
right,
after one of the hits. And Coach Carter elected to go away from him. And as you said, Broadus came in and did a great job holding down and allowing no more runs and very limited base runners,
Right.
with the 2 walks and the 1 hit. So
be with us tomorrow at 1 o'clock for game 1 of a doubleheader tomorrow, as the Raiders will take on Stratford in game 1, and then McNeil in game 2 at 3 o'clock.
3:30.
Is it 3:30?
Hang on.
Well, look, you can look at the scheduled game.
Schedule 3:30. 1 o'clock and 3:30.
Okay, 1 o'clock and 3:30.
Yep.
So a little bit of rest in between. So.
Yep, I will not make it here for the 1 o'clock game, so hopefully we'll have Mr. Caro here or Tim to help fill the shoes and hopefully do a better job of the switcher. I was doing what I could to try to get some of the plays. That's another opportunity that we have on putting this together. And, hopefully y'all enjoy this at home and the new broadcast that we'll be able to bring you, the new views and angles that we can bring you throughout this season. And, maybe there will be added. I heard Coach Carter discussing their cameras that they have for Round Rock. He said they're actually AI cameras.
But they're behind NFHS supplies those for them.
And he said that the center field camera will actually, it zooms in, and then as soon as the pitch is thrown, it automatically zooms out on its own, as does the infield camera. So they are AI driven, where they actually have the intelligence to read what's happening on the field.
We have to look that up.
And I know he said that the center field camera was $1,500 through NFHS.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what this camera was right here.
Okay. So, that one, $1,500. Maybe we can get that one in for our 4th camera view, which would be absolutely awesome to be able to bring you the sort of MLB college view that they have right behind the pitcher as he delivers to home. And then pans out, to try to get defensive plays. And be cool if they had motion reading with them, or they could follow the ball,
Yeah, that would be cool.
Where we have to employ extra bodies to be able to move things. But
so be with us tomorrow. I'm Michael Francis. He's Jonathan Kaspar. Thank you for tuning in and watching Rouse Raider Baseball here on SHN Sports. Good night, everybody.
Good night.